Dancing with Molly. Dancing with
Do
Molly.
whatever we want.
Do you know
This
that?
is
Go on.
Go on.
Go on, mate. Go on,
No,
mate.
you go on. You go on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
You know that song, Dancing with Miley? Do you think she says Miley or Molly? Because the thing is, she actually says Molly. Spoiler.
Off of drugs.
Off of drugs, yeah. It's not actual Miley, it's Molly. Dancing with Molly.
Oh, I thought it was Marley off of Marley and Me.
That film, proper tearjerker, mate.
Yeah, I jerked something else watching that film, but it wasn't tears. Oh, Jennifer Aniston.
Have you serious question? Actually, I just realised we're live broadcasting, so maybe I shouldn't ask this question.
Go on. You're going to ask me how many episodes of Friends I've cracked off to, and I'm going to tell you all of them.
I literally can't even make a joke because I've not watched any of Friends ever.
Really?
The one where Joey falls over and they all laugh. Is that an episode? There you go.
Sure.
The one I watched was when Ross and Rachel had sex and it had been filmed by mistake and they watch it back.
Oh yeah, and they're trying to ascertain who made the first move.
And if I remember right, there was something about Joey had said some story.
Yeah, it's the story.
Yeah, and then Joey's like, "That's the story. That's the story," and he's like, being all weird. That's the only episode.
You've remembered quite a lot for only having watched one episode of Friends in your life.
Because I don't know, it just stuck with me. Yeah, I really took it to heart.
Yeah, it just really struck a chord.
Talking of stressing one out, I don't know. I still need to watch the second series of BoJack Horseman. I've not done this yet.
Yeah, me too.
You've not watched it yet? It surprises me.
No.
Well, to be fair, this is the man who hasn't played Hotline Miami 2 yet, and he literally says it's the best game ever. Why have you played Hotline Miami 2? What's going on?
Me turning on my Vita, and that would send echoes through the space-time continuum.
That would just speed up the process of the world ending on September the 28th. Relevant banter. Anyway.
Hang on, hold on. It's the world ending on September 28th.
Yeah, I've not heard.
No.
Yeah, it was ending. There's going to be a blood moon, and then there's going to be a meteor strike. We're all going to die.
Oh wow!
Yeah, look at it on Google, mate. Google is your friend with this.
I will research.
Prepare. Get all your bread and milk. Get it all stocked up. What would be the first food item you'd stock up on if there was an apocalypse and you had to bunker down for a few weeks or months or years or forever?
Tinned pineapple.
Great.
Because it's a fruit, so it's good for you, but it's tasty. Oh, but it would do bad things to your teeth, though, wouldn't it?
Don't think people care about if you have your 5 a day in the apocalypse, mate. Just saying.
True.
Yeah.
That's when all of women kind of wiped out. You could use the hole in the middle for nope.
To get cuts on your dick, anyway.
Should we start the podcast?
Well, we can start whenever because it's broadcasting, so I don't need to push any buttons. So literally, it's whenever you fancy starting. Hello and welcome to episode 106 of Heroes of Handheld, the world's premium podcast dedicated to everything handheld gaming, and that includes Vitas, PSPs, your 3DS, your 2DS, your new 3DS, which is now available in America, the standard size, of course, and also the extra large version, and not forgetting the PSP Go, which everyone remembers fondly, and the Game Boy Advance SP, which I've still got. I really like my Game Boy Advance SP. And you know what, Chris? Hi, Chris. Hi, host Chris.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
I realised that I've literally played the Rayman games on so many different consoles through the generations. I initially played it on my PC back in 2003 when my PC was so shit it couldn't keep up. It would freeze every 5 seconds, but I still battled through to play it because it was so good. I played it on my Game Boy Advance SP. I played a few Rayman games on there. I played Rayman on my Vita. I've even played it on my Xbox 360. I played Rayman on and some of them I played Rayman 3 on two different consoles. I played on Xbox 360 and on PC. Man, I didn't realize how much of a fanboy I was of Rayman. But here's the thing: I've never actually played. I love the third one, but I've never played the first or second Rayman games. So there you go. And obviously, you know my love for Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends, which are two of the best Vita games ever made. Ever, for EVs. that's my story. Hi,
There we
Chris.
go. Good
Over to
story.
Chris.
Hello.
Over to Chris with the sport.
And in the football results today, it was another sterling victory for Southampton FC, demolishing the Titans of Bournemouth by a mighty 3 goals to 5 goals. That's
Never
my
gonna happen.
football.
Scummer.
How are Bournemouth getting on?
Hey, mid-table. We're 12th above the Saints. Above the Saints, just saying.
What
Are we?
position is Saints now?
I think we are. Let me just double check. Whilst I'm searching the Premier League table, we actually had some correspondence on Twitter this week about my talk last week about the Rayman games and how Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins are two of the best games ever on Vita, and I've encouraged someone to play one for the first time, so this makes me very happy. So there you go. Oh no, you're 1 point above us. You're 10th, we're 11th. So there you go.
Way up the Saints, 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 up the Saints.
Heskey to win. Do you remember We're on the Ball? We're on the ball. Heskey to win. Anyway, the first lyric in that song. And the joke is both of them aren't playing anymore. Well, Heskey is, but he's really fat and really slow. Anyway, hi, Chris.
Wasn't he? Owen was proper good.
Owen was good.
Young Michael Owen playing for Liverpool.
Liverpool. Michael Owen was good for the whole 5 minutes he wasn't injured. There you go. There's your football joke of the day. The joke is Michael Owen was always injured, and he's retired now, and he has like loads of money now because he keeps betting on racehorses. There you go. He owns a stables apparently.
He scored that hat trick in the 5-1, didn't he?
In the 5-1.
You remember the 5-1? The
Yes.
England 5-1 of 2001?
I'll never forget that. What a night that was.
That might be the best sport memory that I've got.
That was amazing, wasn't it? That was just incredible.
It was so good.
Literally, even bloody Emil Heskey scored at the end. And what made it so good is he scored and he did a fucking celebration, which was so over the top. It was great. It was really good. That was great. Oh, memories. And we're in Euro 2016 next year, so that's good. We qualified. We're top. We're good. Anyway, we should probably talk about something that's related to handheld gaming. Maybe, I don't know. If you fancy it, you up for that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Right, so I'm going to quickly kick off. So this is hot off the press, people. We're relevant. In fact, this article I'm reading says it was only uploaded 18 minutes ago. So there you go. Firstly, before we talk about handheld gaming, we must congratulate Queen Lizzie, for becoming the longest reigning monarch. Well done, Liz. We knew you could do it. Defrauding Victoria, your great grandmum. It's good times. Anyway, so that's my handheld gaming news done for the week. Over to Chris. Only joking. So,
do you reckon Liz is a Vita or a Nintendo owner? I reckon she loves a bit of Freedom Wars. I think she sits at the top of Buckingham Palace with really, really good Wi-Fi signal, kicking Japanese people's asses at Freedom Wars. I
just imagine whenever she dies, she goes, "Oh bugger!" Just imagine that. Oh, the Queen. Love our Liz. Love our old Liz. Talking of queens and kings and people who rule the world, Apple have taken to the stage. It's like, what did they, Chris?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. So Apple have taken to the stage again to talk about their 15th phone release of the year, something like that. Their 18th iPad release, something like that. So Apple have revealed the iPad Pro, the iPhone 6S, which no one gives a crap about because they do that every year and we're bored. But the most exciting thing, and potentially we have a new friend to bring into the handheld flock, Chris.
Yeah.
It is the Apple TV, or to be more precise, the new Apple TV, which is going to be released by Apple. Not only will it play, your films and your TV programs, so Chris can catch up on his Rosie and Jim and Chuckle Vision box sets, but now the new one is going to be able to play video games.
Oh, video games.
Video games. They're going to be able to play video games. This is very exciting. It will come with a remote control. There's an image that's been released of the Apple TV, but they very strategically made the guys holding the controller, but they've done it in such an angle where you can't tell what it really looks like. But what we know about it is that has a touch sensitive panel on it and a microphone, and it's going to be voice operated. That's cool. And also the Apple TV is going to have a Siri virtual assistant as well on it. So it sounds a bit similar to the the Amazon Fire. Is that what it's called? That little box thing where it has a microphone. So they're sort of, in a way, nicking that idea. But the most exciting thing here is that you can play games on your on the Apple TV. And it's going to, go on.
No, go on.
No, you should go on. No, say what you're going to say.
I don't quite. I don't quite get it because I thought Apple TV was already a thing.
Now, Apple TV is a thing, but it's not been able to play games before.
Oh, I see.
That's the new big thing.
Okay, I'm with you.
The Apple TV was just like the Google Chrome, or not the Google Chrome, but things like that, where you could just watch films and television programs. But now it's going to be able to play games. And a really nice addition here is that you can use, apparently, the controller that will come with it is not the only thing you can use. You can use your iPhone or your iPod Touch as a controller. Balls, that's good. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is quite cool, isn't it?
And I'm looking on an article here on TechCrunch, that's my favorite serial here, and it says that you can expect a lot of popular free-to-play games on your TV. Many indie developers could start taking advantage of this new market. So there you go. We now have the Apple TV in the gaming market, and it's very interesting because I keep thinking there's been loads of iterations of Android gaming device, but there haven't been many. The one that I think of is the Ouya, which failed, and no one cared about. But I don't know. Is the power of Apple going to convince people to play games this way? Will it, Chris? It's difficult. I don't really know. I think Apple have got that the brand where people will just buy anything with their logo on. So I think initially a lot of people will buy this new Apple TV, but I'll be interested in the actual reviews.
The people who are like diehard Apple fans will have bought like whatever they'd have announced today. They would have bought it, wouldn't they? Like everyone's got that friend on Facebook who's just a massive Apple idiot, and it's just like won't even know what the thing does. They'll just buy it straight away because it's Apple. So I mean, it's cool and it sounds interesting, but it's also like, they could have announced like the Apple i hat, and people would have bought it because it's a hat with Apple's logo on it.
Sorry, Chris, I just need to stop for a second because I need to adjust my iMac. I need to get my.
Just get the angle right on that.
On my iMac, the iMac that I bought. Do you know I've got an iMac? I told you about that. It's nice. I've got an iMac, Chris. I hear what you're saying. But I don't think there was any release dates revealed for it. And normally, here we go. It should be out in late October. It's not that long to wait, actually. It's only about a month. Well, a month and a half. So that's interesting. I'll definitely. I mean, I want to get the PlayStation TV. I've not invested in it yet. I'm waiting for the mega price drop. I know it's about £45 on Amazon at the moment. So
I actually saw the PlayStation TV in an actual real life shop.
A real life shop with people.
Actual shop. Oh I saw it. I saw it for sale in HMV.
Whoa!
And it was £89.99, I believe.
What
a bargain!
Fucking hell. Well, actually, did that come with a controller?
I don't think it did.
If it came with a DualShock, I think that might not be too bad, because I think when you get the actually thinking about it, that £45 one I saw might have just been the console rather than with the controller, so that would have been why it was so cheap. But that doesn't sound cheap to me. They need to lower it to at least £40 for anyone to consider buying it now. Yeah, I'm hoping over Christmas they'll do that. That would be nice.
Should we do some other news?
I've not got much news this week, so I'm gonna let Chris take the floor to start with.
Okay, so I'll do a couple of things. Why not? So let's talk about, first of all, there's been another very, very important stability update for the Nintendo 3DS. Whoa. This is update 10.0.0-27, and I'm going to read you the changelog as it loads.
Please.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. I can't wait.
This version is very important, for it comes with Further improvements to overall system stability, system security, and other minor adjustments have been made to enhance the user experience. I'm just looking through the changelog at the moment. There hasn't been an actual important update since March 23rd.
Wow.
There's been 5 updates since then, and all of them have just been system stability, system security, and minor adjustments. It's ridiculous. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. And if you want to play stuff online, then make sure you're up to date. I also wanted to talk about a little bit. You know how keen we are for Animal Crossing Amiibo cards?
We are so keen. So keen.
There's now an official website for them, which is animal-crossing.com/amiibo-cards. Obviously, we'll put a link on here. It's on Handheld.
I was expecting it, like when you said Animal-Crossing, I was like, nice and simple. Then all was dashes and slashes.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
But we'll put a link up. It's actually a really easy to use website. And the idea is you can scroll through the different cards and you can either add them to your collection to be like, oh, I've ticked that one off. Or you can add to your favorites and be like, oh, I really want to get that one. And it shows all of the, as far as I can tell anyway, it shows all the different animals which are going to be available as Animal Crossing Amiibo cards. It looks like there's going to be 100 in the first print, including, Colin.
Yes.
Little black rabbit named Cole after you.
Oh, nice. Nice. My boys
some other favourites. Henry's on. We like Henry. Chief is on. Peanut's on. Annalisa's on. Goose, who's a massive chicken, is on.
The word goose just seems to follow us around. It's weird.
Eugene the koala is on. I mean, it's got all your favourites. Definitely have a flick through if you're into your Animal Crossing. Then why not check to see if any of your favourites are around?
Look on the Google Drive and click that top image. I think you'll might get a kick out of it. It's relevant to what you're saying.
Yeah, good one.
I thought that was funny.
A very funny image macro of Animal Crossing. We're trying to do a podcast, Colin, for God's sake. No, very hilarious. Well done.
Wait, one more, then I'll be quiet. Let me just put this up.
This is such a really good listener experience.
Well, no, obviously you're going to put the pictures in the article, so it works well. You know, it encourages people to come to the web and cite them.
More Animal Crossing memes. What's Colin found this time? You don't even play Animal Crossing. You don't get to share these things.
That's why I'm sending them to you, because I don't get it. I don't know if couches fall out.
Remind me of your birthday, Colin. 8th of March, isn't it?
No.
27th of April.
You are very close, but incorrect still.
28th of April.
Yeah, got it.
I thought there might be an Animal Crossing character born on your birthday, but there's not.
That's awkward.
There's none for my birthday either, so don't be too upset.
That's pretty sad.
So yeah, you should check out the full Animal Crossing Amiibo card catalog by going to heroesofhandheld.com and clicking the link. Colin, my boy, over to you.
Well, I've not got much to discuss this week, so I think the first thing I will mention is a game that is coming up. I don't think it's out yet, because if it was out, I'd be on that shit. So there's a company called Drinkbox Games, I believe they're called.
They make guacamole. And
they did the pretty guacamole, which I played a bit of, and I never went back to it, but the bits I played of were nice. Well, they are working on a new game. I think it was delayed. I don't think it's out yet. If it is, please, Chris, stop me and correct me. I've not seen it on the store, and I believe it's delayed, but it's a game called Severed, which is the upcoming game from Drinkbox Studios. It's pretty much a game where you are a one-armed heroine, and you have a sword, and you have to cut limbs of all these massive beasts and monsters and things. It looks so pretty, and if you like guacamole, you will love the art style. Seriously, I'm going to send you another link, a link to the game's official website. Just have a look at that beautiful artwork there, Christopher. It is very... Oh, I'll put it there. There you go. Look at that artwork. That is literally guacamole all over. I love it.
We'll be embedding this on heroesofhandheld.com.
So this is a game I'm excited.
It's got a really nice art style.
Yeah, it's been... I mean, this has been teased for a long time, and I'm finally looking forward to playing it. I mean, it actually says here spring 2015. That can't be right. I swear it was delayed. Like most Vita games, it was delayed. But I'm just going to double check that. Otherwise, I'm talking about this for no reason. There we go. Severed is not out yet. So that's good.
Did you just drop a Strictly Come Dancing reference?
I might have done. Here's the
You're
thing.
disgusting.
I found out recently that Len Goodman is actually on the American version of it, so our American listeners will know who he is as well.
They Len Goodman and I think Bruno, they fly over, do it over there in the middle of the week and then come back to the UK, or at least they used to.
No way.
When both series were running at once, so film here on like a Saturday night, fly over to wherever, America, do it there for Saturday, then come back in the middle of the week.
Oh, that's pretty
I heard that on Len Goodman's Desert Island Discs, which you can listen to on the BBC website.
Oh, BBC who? Anyway, talking of BBC and coming back to the real world very quickly, how are you feeling about the saviour of Radio 1 making his triumphant return to commercial radio?
I'm excited. I'll be interested to hear what goes on. We're of course talking about Chris Moyles, who is one of like mine and Colin's radio kind of favourites. I think
he is. I wouldn't say radio hero, but he's one of the people who got me into radio in the first place. I love Chris. I have a big man crush on that man.
Your mum gets proper wet for Chris Moyles.
Yeah, that's a scary image there, but yeah, she does. I'm not gonna lie, she does. She's very excited. She's already preset the radio to it, even though it's not. He doesn't start till the 21st. But Dominic Byrne's going with him. Dominic Byrne, like two of the team. Really? You know, there's no Comedy Dave or Alid, but Dominic Byrne. That's good. That's better than nothing. Can't wait for that. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, Severed. The Severed looks good. I wanted to just talk about that. I mean, do you want to talk about another game, Chris, if you fancy it?
Yeah, I can talk about it. I can talk about another game.
Yeah,
another game.
Yeah,
it's coming out. So Monster Hunter Stories. A lot more details come out about this. This is, it's set in the Monster Hunter world, but it's not your traditional Monster Hunter game. Instead, it's a kind of razy Pokemon-y How to Train Your Dragon type thing. And what I'll do is I'll put a link up to this really good article that Kotaku East have written about it, which is very interesting. But it's called Monster Hunter Stories. It's an RPG that focuses on a different side of Monster Hunter. You play as a monster rider, who are people that have to form bonds with the monsters and fight alongside them rather than try and kill them. And if the hunters of, so this is from the article, if the hunters of Monster Hunter are people who seek to tame the wild for the progress of civilization and technology, then riders are druids who seek to live in harmony with nature. So you're going to be like a young rider. You're going to leave your village to see the world. You're going to end up kind of getting tied into this sort of world-affecting event that's going on with a Monster Hunter background. And it's going to look at the kind of structure of the Monster Hunter world and expand on it a little bit more. It's got a turn-based fighting system, which is going to be a kind of rock, paper, scissors style, advantage, disadvantage, similar to Pokemon. You're going to be able to find eggs and hatch them and raise them and collect sort of different monsters to help you fight in battle. It's scheduled to come out in Japan in 2016. They haven't yet said whether it's going to come out over here. I think this looks really interesting. And we'll definitely embed this article because it's a really good read from the guys at Kotaku. But the art style, like the concept art that's released for it, looks absolutely fantastic. It looks really interesting and really fun. And I'm glad we're getting more info on this. And I really, really hope that we're going to be getting it in the West.
What's the title of it again?
Monster Hunter Stories, it's called.
Like these American companies, like they always have to think of spin-offs, don't they? Like, I don't know, Monster Hunter Creation, Monster Hunter.
But this is Japanese, mate, because this is from Capcom.
They're Japanese, aren't they?
Yeah, but you said American.
No, I meant Japanese. Sorry, not American.
Okay.
Look forward to that. I actually was walking around an arcade today, and I was looking at the games, and I'm surprised at how many games Bandai Namco develop. They literally have their hands in so many pods. Have you played Time Crisis 5 yet, Chris?
Time Crisis
5. Literally, I love Time Crisis. Amazing. Anywho, that's good. Right, so the Vita is dead, Chris. Good night.
Oh, bye then.
I didn't want to give too much attention to this article because it's one of those things that people are jumping on again about the Vita being dead, but I thought it was quite funny because this just highlights to me big companies can't do social media very well at all. And this was highlighted, perfectly by the what's their actual division? It's a division of it's the PlayStation Asia division.
Okay.
So basically, they took to Facebook, and as you might be aware, recently Tearaway Unfolded was released, which is the updated version, the ported version of the Vita classic Tearaway. So Tearaway Unfolded was like, I guess, an extension of that, probably had some extra levels and extra content, things like that. But the PlayStation Asia Network obviously wanted to push the fact that this game had been released. So what they did on their Facebook page is they posted a link to an article which reviewed the game. So that sounds like pretty straightforward because it was a positive review. So obviously they're going to try and plug it. It's from Destructoid. The only problem is they copy and pasted a section of the review into the post on Facebook. And it couldn't have been a worse segment to copy and paste because it reads. So this is what they post. They copied this from the review. They posted the link, and with the you can put like a description of what it is before you post it. This is what they copy and pasted from the review. So here's what it says.
Okay.
This is a summing up of the review, basically, that they pasted. A lot of care went into Unfolded. It may be another tactic admission that the Vita is dead, but at least this incredible, surprising game did not die with it.
And they copy and pasted that.
Yep, and it was an actual PlayStation proper social media channel. They pasted a sentence that said about the Vita being dead.
That is so ridiculous.
Like, of all these sentences from that review, it's literally not even a little bit. That whole sentence is about like it's so bad. It's so bad. Like, when I first heard people talking about this, I was like, oh, it can't be that bad. But this is bad. What were they thinking? Whoever pasted that either couldn't speak English very well or was just an idiot. So it's almost like they're trying to, it was almost like by copying and pasting that, they're trying to say, yes, the Vita is dead, but we've recovered from the Vita being dead. So don't worry, everybody. This game has shown you that we have recovered from the death of the Vita.
It reminds me of, like, when you write an essay and you copy and paste the reference, but you don't actually check it properly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why? It's like someone just was like, "Oh, that sounds good," and just copy pasted, but they didn't actually think to check kind of what the whole thing they were pasting is.
Yeah. It's lazy, really. It's just lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy. It's very sort of. We need to get a quote out there now. What are we going to quote from this good review? Oh, this will do.
Yeah, I mean the print screen of the Facebook post is on this article from segmentnext.com. So we'll copy and paste that. Chris, get on that. And it's sad, really. It's just sad because the image accompanying it has got the main guy. What's the main character from Tearaway called?
I can't remember his name.
The Messenger, wasn't it? There's the Messenger.
Yeah, the Messenger, something like that. Ida, Eco, Lampy, Hogway. I can't remember.
Hogwash, Hagrid. The picture that's underneath this link is the character, the Messenger, looking up lovingly at that quote as well. It's just so sad. It's sick. It's sick. It's sack. So yeah, there you go. PlayStation Asia did a boo-boo and and mistakenly, I hope, confirmed, mistakenly said that the Vita is dead. Hopefully it was just a mistake on their part.
Yeah, and it's just sort of, it could just be a translation thing, you're right. I've got two little things to talk about, and then we're done from 3DS side. First of all...
Yeah.
No, it's not my two testicles. Loads of stuff this week about Hyrule Warriors Legends, which is the Hyrule Warriors 3DS port, which comes out spring 2016. It's this week been announced that you'll be able to play as Toon Link, and they're going to be adding a whole new section dedicated to Wind Waker, which is really sack because Toon Link is the best, and everyone loves Toon Link. So yeah, this looks really good. Obviously, the adaptation is called Hyrule Warriors Legends. As far as we know, it's playable on all versions of 3DS rather than just the new, even though it's a Wii U port, which is quite interesting. But yeah, you can read quite a lot about this, and I imagine there'll be more press to come. This is following the announcement it's going to get a remake that will have Tetra and the King of the Red Seas, Red Lion in as well. So that's cool. And I'll say spring 2016 for that one. And finally, Colin.
Yeah, I'm
been waiting so long for this.
Oh
waiting so long for this. The Binding of Isaac Rebirth has been announced finally for European release on the new 3DS.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Whoa.
October 29th, 2015 it comes out, apparently. They've tweeted about this. They're calling it Isaactober because it comes out at the end of October. It comes out on the PC October 29th and then 3DS on the 30th. It's really, really good. Like this is happening. I'm very, very exciting. I'm very excited. So yes, this looks very fun. They haven't announced like a price or anything yet, as far as I can see. But fingers crossed, more announcements of that as we get them. And yeah, I'm just glad it's actually happening because it feels like we've been waiting for ages, even though I haven't actually been waiting for that long.
Binding of Isaac's been out for ages on Vita. Just saying.
Yeah, but that's not. I want to play it on the 3DS because that way I can just use my 3DS.
How is your 3DS going? Is it doing all right?
I've used it every day. Xenoblade's on at the moment, which is good. In fact, hold the phone. Keep them for video watchers. I'm going to go and show you my new set of panels.
Keep it mean, keep them keen. For those of you wondering what I am chuckling about here, whilst Chris is doing that, I am on Reddit, and the front page of Reddit, there's some funny images Oh, Chris is back. Who cares? No one cares.
Video watchers just updated to have a little Xenoblade cover.
That's very nice. That's very nice.
I'm
going to stop talking so people can actually see it.
So it came with the console in the bundle that I got. Shiny Xenoblade cover. It's very nice. They're quite the custom cover plates are this funny like kind of vinyl plastic, which is kind of a bit disconcerting. I worry I'm going to scratch it, but yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I'm playing a lot of Shovel Knight at the moment, which is so hard, like really difficult. And also Xenoblade Chronicles, I'm playing a lot. I've been dipping into Majora's Mask, but I'm kind of putting that to one side to finish Xenoblade, and then I'll go back to that, I think.
Is Xenoblade a hard game to complete? I get the impression there's loads of side missions and shit.
Yeah, there's a lot. And a lot of it is kind of quite random as well, so you'll have to collect these materials, but they just randomly spawn. You can't influence them a great deal, so it's a bit frustrating, but it is very good fun. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Good. I'm glad that you're enjoying your purchase. So
yeah, it's good. Have you got any more news?
One more bit of news. Did you know, Chris, that today marks the 20th anniversary of the original PlayStation launching in North America?
Wow! Happy birthday to you, PlayStation.
20. We're older than the PlayStation. That's weird. So to celebrate, Sony and PlayStation have done one of the biggest sales ever. Some of the biggest titles that have come out on PlayStation over the years have been given major discounts, up to 70%, over 100 titles on sale. It really is a beautiful list. And I've got a list of games, but we don't care about PS3 or PS4. So we're going to skip all the way down to the bottom because obviously at the bottom is where the Vita games are listed. So let's have a quick.
Where else would you list them? Am I right?
Oh, am I right? So I'm not going to say how much they're reduced to, but I'll just read what's on sale.
And we should say as well, this is on the North American website. Do you know if this is happening in Europe?
No, it's not. I've had a look. There is actually a new sale on the European store, but it's not this one. Obviously, because this is the European. I think we had our own anniversary sale recently, actually, about
because that cool custom PS4 came out, didn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, games like Resogun, Rogue Legacy, and Counter Spy are all on sale at the moment on the European store. But in America, so for PSP games, which you can buy on Vita, obviously, Ultima Wars, Prisoner of War, Tekken 2, that's a PS1 classic, actually. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, PS1 classic. Tomb Raider, PS1 classic. Toomba, PS1 classic. Vib Ribbon, PS1 classic. Wild Arms, PS1 classic. Jet Moto 2, PS1 classic. Siphon Filter, PS1 classic. Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified has been reduced for the first time in like 3 years. That's nice. Dragon's Crown, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater HD Edition, Jack and Daxter Collection, Ratchet and Clank Collection, The Sly Collection, Cuba Rebooted, Guacamole, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, Hot Shots Golf Open T. For those in Europe, that is Everybody's Golf, but this is an old PSP one. Gene d'Arc, Loco Roco, Patapun, Resistance Retribution, Yez or Yez, however you say it, The Oath in Felgahana, and Valkyrie Chronicles 2.
Valkyrie Chronicles 2 isn't for Vita though; it's just for PSP. Isn't it?
It is, which is stupid. So there's just one game that's just for PSP. Bless.
Yeah, it's a good sale. Colin, if our American friends are listening and they could only buy 2 games that are on sale from this list, what would you recommend?
Guacamole and Hot Shots Golf.
Okay, I'd say Sly Collection.
Not played.
Although actually I don't know how that is on the Vita. Actually no, okay, avoid that. I'd go Dragon's Crown because Dragon's Crown is sick, and I would go Guacamole.
Yes.
Guacamole and Dragon's Crown will get you through.
Guacamole is priced at $4.50. Not bad. That's sick. Let me eat my microphone. Right, so that's me done news-wise. Have you got anything else, Chris?
I am done with the news.
Right, so
over to you with the weather.
I want to start a new segment on the podcast where we have like app of the week or game of the week, something like we can say that's our highlight from the past 7 days of gaming. I got inspired to do this segment when I realized that I was playing a game and my mind was blown at how fantastic it was. So I've been playing a game on my phone. I downloaded it. It's free on Android and iOS. And it's a game that will be perfectly suited to the PlayStation Vita. I'm sure it will arrive at some point in the future. But it's called Sea Shine. That's Sea Shine. SEASHINE, all one word. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It's very similar to the Rayman games on the Vita, that sort of art style. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's an absolute joy to behold. The sound is fantastic. You're basically, the concept is you are a jellyfish and you're in the abyss. And obviously, in the ocean, the abyss is a very, very dark stretch of ocean where you can't see many things. So it's a spin on the endless runner genre of games where you're a jellyfish that's endlessly swimming, but you've got to keep going and find light sources. If you run out of light, you slip into the darkness, you die, and there's loads of other fish in like dark corners and things that are trying to eat you, these big grotesque creatures. But it looks absolutely stunning, and it's free on Android and Apple. It's challenging as well. It's not straightforward. It's a lot of tapping on your screen because you have to keep flicking the jellyfish up and up and up. But it's a lot of fun. And I'm actually shocked that it's free because these sort of games you normally expect to to be charged a little bit for them. And so far, I've not experienced any form of in-app purchases and no adverts either. So it seems like generally is just a free game, like just free, no catches. It's just a lot of fun. I really am enjoying it, and I just started playing it there whilst I was talking, and I got killed by one of those fish with the weird lights on their head. You know those weird, creepy fish with the big teeth and they have the big lamp thing on their head. One of those, but it's a lot of fun.
Anglefish, lanternfish, something like that.
Whatever they're called. So yeah, if you haven't played this yet, definitely download it if you've got Android or iOS devices. It's called Sea Shine, and it's just an absolute joy to behold. And it's quite dark and mysterious as well. So yeah, that's easily my game of the week, my app of the week.
So here's what we'll do, Colin.
Here's what we'll do.
You've recommended that. I'm going to give that a play this week, give my thoughts on it next week, and then I'll recommend you one in return.
You're going to recommend you're going to recommend some shitty like £40 Nintendo game for a console. So I end up buying a 3DS just to play it.
So that was Sea Shine, and I heartily recommend that you now go out and download Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. You'll have to buy a Wii U for it, though.
Great. So that's me done. So without further ado, unless Chris has anything else he's going to delay us with, I think we are out of here.
I think we are with Romeo Dunn. Colin.
Romeo Dunn doesn't even make sense.
Do the thing. Say the thing.
Do that thing. Do that thing. Do that thing. But do you get the reference?
Yeah, I do. It's from that Breaking Bad video. Come on, do the thing, Colin. Do that thing. Ah! Kicks like a mule. Tight.
Oh, so good. I love the first one. Probably more than the second one, actually. What's that one where he's like, yeah, one order of the blue stuff, where he's like walking towards the van. Yeah, get an order of the blue stuff. Down. Yeah, get an order of the blue stuff. Pop. Great.
We'll embed this. You know what we're talking about.
You need to watch the Breaking Bad remix. So we are done. Thank you for listening, everybody. We are back next week for episode 107. This is the world's premium podcast dedicated to handheld gaming. Oh, we're starting the show all over again. This is Heroes of Handheld, and you can find us at heroesofhandheld.com. You can find us on iTunes. You can find us on Stitcher. Just search Heroes of Handheld. We pop up everywhere. We're even on YouTube. So if you search Heroes of Handheld podcast, you will find us and all our video elements from the show as well. In the future, me and Chris will hopefully be doing some more live streams. That's sort of gone a bit quiet recently, but we'll try and do that again. That'd be fun. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. On Twitter, we are Handheld Podcast, just Handheld Podcast. We like to tweet throughout the week there. And where else? Oh, also a big thank you to the Schnauzer Radio Orchestra, who are the ones who created our theme song, Insert Coin, from the album called Music from a 50s Video Game. All the links and all the information on how you can purchase that album from iTunes are on our website, heroesofhandheld.com. Just click on the special thanks link there.
Lovely stuff.
Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff.
Thank you very much for listening. We'll be back next week.
Damn, man, look at that look. Look at that look. Look at that look. Damn, man, look at that look. See Chris shaking his head. Thank you for listening.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.